What's up, guys? This is vlog number 7. Feeling good, right? So just a brief update, not gonna take too much of your time. Um, so went to the gym last night, which was Wednesday, and I kind of told you guys that Wednesday is kind of like the day that I decide to make every excuse not to do any kind of workout, any type of activities after work, just because I have inventory and truck and all that stuff Tuesday and Wednesday for 2 stores. So that's normally the excuse that I tell myself that I don't have to work out. But yesterday I decided to go against that and say, hey, like, yeah, I understand you did all that stuff. Yeah, I understand sleep was like not as much as you would like, but the thing is, this is your job. This is something that's going to continue to happen, so therefore you can't make an excuse around that for you not to work out. Yeah, I could say, okay, I'll go every day but Wednesday, but the thing is, I don't like the fact that I like kind of just say, okay, yeah, I can't do that. I don't want to settle on that word can't do that, so I'm not going to use that word, and I'm going to challenge myself, and that's exactly what I did. So we went to the gym, me and my wife. We had a really good workout. I'm really excited, that she was able to come with me and, be supportive for me. And I'm excited. It's nothing, I think, going to the gym is kind of like a drag, like, oh, man, I gotta go. But when you can go with someone, you can kind of have some conversation and you kind of have that accountability. I don't know, it's something about it. I'm really excited about it. Another thing that really happened the other day was I was kind of tempted a little bit. It was late. I was really thirsty, and all I wanted was a Sprite. That's all I wanted. Just one Sprite. It could have been a can. It could have been a 16-ounce bottle. It could have been 8 ounces. It could have been a sip. I don't care. I needed a little Sprite, and I was like, you know what? I went to Taco Bell. And I got in drive-through and I ordered 2 large waters because I was thirsty, man. Like I was like, man, I was like so thirsty, like I am right now. I'm gonna get something to drink. I need something to drink, so I'm gonna get something to drink. But I got 2 large waters. I sat in this line for about 10 to 15 minutes. I was in one of those drive-throughs, like once you in it, you in it. You can It's no not going past the window, like you gotta, so waited in line. I got the 2 large waters, and that was that. Now I say that to say because here it is. I was having a debate with myself, and I'm not crazy. Everybody talks to themselves a little bit, and I was like, yeah, this is what you want, but this is what you need. And it was just like that moment for me. I was like, okay, yeah, you're getting your willpower back. And that's something for me that takes some time. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing like a diet or a lifestyle change, or working towards a physical goal like this, it's gonna take some your mind to be changed and to be able to look at your ending goal as priority of everything. So like, even though I wanted that Sprite, I did, you know what I'm saying? I'm really glad that I didn't buy a Sprite or get a Sprite, because that would have been the start of something that I would have working against me. And I don't need anything working against me right now. You know what I'm saying? I just need to just stay on the straight and narrow, keep it simple, clean, follow the rules. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be falling out right now. You know what I'm saying? Focus on the goal, and that's where I'm at. Is focusing on the goal. So when I got home today, I was really tired. Like I went to the gym last night and the whole Wednesday, Tuesday thing. I'm stop using that excuse, but I was really tired. Came home, ate dinner, took my multivitamin, the last one for the day. But one thing I can really say, this week was one of those weeks that I was like, oh my God, thank you, Herbalife, because again, the convenience, man, of being able to eat breakfast and lunch consistently. I literally, since I started the program, had breakfast and lunch every single day. And I can tell you, probably before that, in the last 6 months, I cannot count on my hand the days that I had breakfast and lunch. I just can't. And to me, that's a great accomplishment. It's a great accomplishment. And like for me, like I still struggle with the snacks a little bit. Like I need something a little bit more convenient, which I found. I showed you guys in one of the other videos. Those are kind of working out for me. I'm kind of out already, so I have to like go get some more. Um, but those are the kind of things that I need. It's just more convenient things. Um, when I came home, I started watching this show. It's called My 600 Pound Life. One of the most difficult shows to watch, especially, I think it's a great motivation to watch, but it's really hard to watch because for me, for somebody who's been struggling with weight all my life, you know what I'm saying, looking into their lives and seeing what they have to go through and their mental status and the depression that they face, the self-evaluation and not feeling like they're worth anything, that drove me insane. And I'm like, oh my God, because I'm quite sure, they didn't see themselves get that weight. Because for me, like 2 years ago, when I was on my lifestyle journey at that time, I told myself like, I'm never gonna weigh 300. I'm never gonna wear over a 40 in pants. I gave myself so many boundaries of what I wasn't gonna do and what I was never gonna look like and what you know what I'm saying? I literally put that out there, which is great to be confident about it. But what I'm telling you is that it happened. I did get 300. I did go over a size 40 in the pants. It happened. But you know what? I didn't see it coming. Like I really didn't. Most people who may not ever have to deal with weight challenges and things like that say, "How do you not know you gained weight? How do you not?" And I mean, I get it, but I didn't. It was the moment when somebody took a picture of me and stuff started fitting weird that brought attention. It wasn't immediate. It's not like something that we sign up for and just say, "Oh, I'm gonna gain 50 pounds." Like, and it's gonna be difficult. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody signs up for that and nobody chooses that. It's so much stuff that we go through in our lives that is the cause of gaining weight and to eating the way that we eat and being comforted by food. When you're comforted by food, when you have a long day and you decide to have a hearty meal in replace of having that hard, difficult day. Those are the kind of things that a lot of people don't look at. You got some people that can eat any and everything that they want, drink any and everything that they want, sleep all the time, have zero activity in their life, they won't gain a pound. You know what I'm saying? They will never understand. Well, I don't understand why you're gaining so much weight. All you gotta, you know what I'm saying? I don't even work out. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't understand that everybody's body is different. Some people don't. Some people get it, but some people don't. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's body is different. So everybody, metabolisms is different, or some people have different issues that, no matter how much activity they do, they need other kinds of help nutrition wise. So like for me, like watching that show, that was like it was like, man, like, I feel so sorry, for the people who, are going through that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's nothing like the depression that comes from the depressions of eating to gaining weight to being depressed about what you did to yourself. Sometimes we do things harming ourselves and not intentionally realizing that we're harming ourselves to punish ourselves or to cope with something else that's going on. So just, that show is very difficult to watch. And, I just pray for everyone that's going through anything, whether it's weight loss, whether it's, addiction, whether it's, struggling on your purpose. And that's a big one. That is a really big one. When you're a person, a human being in this world, you know what I'm saying, and either coming out of high school or coming out of college or, working two jobs or whatever, and you don't know what your purpose is, that can really drive you insane. That can drive you crazy. And you know what I'm saying, I've had that, like where I felt like that void of what is my purpose? You know what I'm saying? What am I meant to do? You know what I'm saying? Where do I belong? You know what I'm saying? And it was like that moment in time where, I knew exactly, what I needed to do. And that's when, I prayed to God about it and I said, you know what? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing in this world. I don't know what I'm capable of. I just really didn't know. Like I knew my talents that I was blessed with. I knew the things that I knew how to do. But the fact that I was doing these things, they had no purpose behind them. I did it because I was good at it, but what is my purpose of doing certain things? What is my role that I'm playing in this life? And at the end of the day, my biggest purpose is to touch people's lives, to bring something into, bring joy to other people, to help and encourage other people. And that's kind of like why this video came about. It's just to help other people, to encourage other people, because we need more love in this world. We need more encouragement. We need more lifting up each other and not focusing on the comparison between two people, or like this is what my purpose is, and it always has been. Like my job, is the main reason why I do the job is for the people that I work with, for the people that I get to serve, as far as, the customers. I love working with people. I love putting smiles on people's face. And I think no matter what my talents and my gifts is, that's going to be the focus. Is people, serving people. And that's one of my convictions in the beginning. Is like, it was too many eyes doing it for me. And that's when I said that I needed to focus on humbling myself, because it's a lot bigger than me. It's not just about me. And even with, this journey, it's so much bigger than me. No pun intended. Is that a pun? Somebody told me this. I don't know if that even goes, but I think it goes. No pun intended. It's so much bigger than me. Um, but I don't wanna. I don't wanna be the person who, just another person that didn't fight for their life. Just another person that didn't know where they belonged. Just another person that let life live them, but didn't live life. I don't want to be that person. So here I am. Here we are, working to better ourselves, to encourage one another, to love one another. And one thing that would really prompt me to do this is because I'm 25 years old and have physical limitations. Physical limitations at 25. So, what is my limitations going to be when I'm 30? And what is my limitations going to be when I'm 40? The limitations is only going to get worse. And more limitations, and more limitations, and more limitations. And for me, that was a wake-up call. I don't want to have physical limitations when God has given me the ability to do something. Given me the strength, given me the ability to walk, to run, to speak, to jump, to utilize these parts that I've been blessed with. That's what really prompted me, because you have to take care of your body. You have to. You only get one. Now, I don't know, like, sometimes you just get so lost. It's just true. You get so lost. It's okay, because we're gonna find purpose. We're gonna find purpose. I love you guys. Like I said, I'm gonna keep this quick and sweet. Just remember, don't give up. One foot in front of another. And always think about what you want and what you need, and know that the need go before the want.